can't start defining African hair without talking about, hot combs. They're talking about relaxers. That's the history of black hair, right? Well, at least in Africa, we all went through that period. I personally went through that period where my hair was always straightened. I was going through blow dries and hot combs before I go to school. And then it was relaxers so that I could fit in high school. And then, I guess in college there was this movement towards natural hair. I don't actually know where it came from.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but like Western culture really influenced because, it's your hair doesn't look neat unless it's straight or it's slicked back.
Like a white person, basically. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I
to add
agree.
on that,
Yeah.
there's that thing. I believe it started like during the colonial era, and it has ballooned into this whole aspect that for a for a black woman, for a black woman in this case to be considered beautiful, she
Yeah.
has to conform with the way that white women are beautiful. She has to keep her hair straight. She has to perm it, like she has to
They even
contain
put
it
contacts of like different colored eyes, like blue eyes, green eyes, things
just to
that
conform to
normally
that.
would be like white people character traits. And I agree with what she says with how what the West is what really influences African beauty standards today. Because only when people in the States started becoming interested in natural hair and embracing natural hair, that's
it
when
trickled down,
it
yeah.
came here to this side. And it's crazy because we live in Africa. We should be the ones who are on the front line of promoting afros just the way they are. And even these the brands that make natural hair care products, they never really care. They're the same brands that made relaxers and chemicals and dangerous hair dyes, and they never really cared about natural hair until they saw a market for it. So I think people need to, especially people who are in the beauty industry, they need to be more vocal about appreciating natural hair for what it is. Because with you, like you said, I had the same problem. I used to blow dry my hair every single day, and it got so damaged that last year I noticed my hair stopped growing completely. So I had to cut it and restart my journey from the very beginning,
The big chop.
and the big chop, and begin my natural hair journey. And now I spend a lot of time on my hair because it is hard to take care of African hair. That is no lie. It is not easy, but it's such a beautiful thing to do, and to spend that time with yourself, it's immeasurable, it's something I think most people need to, especially black girls, they need to fall in love with their hair and taking care of it.
Western beauty, Western religion too.
Yeah.
How does Western religion affect the African person, especially in terms of their hair? And one of the things that is interesting is how the Western religion part of it, not the entire, but part of it. Now, ask the African woman to cover her hair, to cover her head, for you to be in the sacred, to go to the sacred place.
Yeah.
You have to cover your hair,
Yeah, it's true.
and so instead of, it's like your hair interferes with, with the sacred space,
With your prayers,
Yeah,
it's
with your
like you
prayers.
can't
And
go
so you
before
had
God
to,
if your hair is not covered.
and yet
cover
it's
it,
Jesus
and-
himself who says, come
Yeah.
as you are.
So that's
so-
that's an interesting dimension talking about Western,
Actually, you're
culture,
right.
Western religion or perspectives of religion, and instead of exposing hair, some of them want to just cover it. It interferes with your spirituality.
I wonder
And I mean that's an interesting dimension when you think about it.